Hello, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Magius, and welcome for something completely different. Today, we're going to be putting together something that I just picked up, seeing as we're all stuck at home for the current time being. I just got myself a beautiful new office chair. So this is the Serta soft bonded leather, all on. That's not what it's called. It is soft bonded leather, the multi-petal technology, perfect fit. Anyways, this is quite a nice little chair. So I just picked this up at what we call in Quebec Bureau En Gros, the office in the large, otherwise known as Staples in other parts of Canada and the States and all that jazz. So let's start putting this thing together. So I'll probably have to move around the camera to make sure that things are on screen. But I am going to just keep recording through this whole thing, and we'll see what happens. We'll see how good I am at putting these things together. Oh, this is one thing that I bought a long time ago that I kind of feel like everyone should have, right? So this is a tool for opening packages. It's got a tiny little X-Acto knife. I don't know if you can see that there. Right, the little X-Acto knife pops out for you to open boxes. And that claw shape is for opening clamshells, right? You just make a tiny little cut with the X-Acto, and then you hook that in and zip all the way around, and it's open. And for boxes like this, or anything you get in the mail, you can kind of just pop out the X-Acto, and you don't have to worry about cutting too deep and cutting the things on the inside. So, time for a very different kind of unboxing here. Okay, I'm definitely going to need to bring that camera down a little bit, so we'll see how this goes. So, for Canada customers only, oh yeah. So this is a full leather. I was thinking I was maybe going to be getting a mesh back or something like that, especially because my cats, right? Because the cats want to scratch at things, and the leather chair that was here before was kind of one of their scratching posts, and I just let them use it because it was 25 years old. So who cares, right? But this we're going to want to keep in better shape. So it's a good thing they're kind of working on the legs now. They're just chewing scratching the hell out of the legs of the table, which is fine. I did not spend a ton of money on the table. In fact, it was an old roommate that just kind of left it to me. All right. Oh, yes, this is the manager chair. So let's just put that aside for now. Stop. Do not return. Contact our customer service. We'll tell you what to do with it. So this is the back. Yeah, it's a brown leather. I was thinking about the black. But, you know, a lot of people go with black, and a lot of stuff is black, right? It's kind of black speakers and black keyboard and black monitor and black. I'm trying to move a little bit away from that, right? Black, of course, would have gone, but you know, it's black. Black goes with everything, but it's also just kind of plain a little. I don't know. I think it's just too common. I think that's one of the big things for me, is that it's just too common. Sorry, that was the seat. I was wondering why. It's like, oh, is there another piece that goes on top? But no, this is the back. That was the seat. This just protects that little metal piece, which we'll keep in place for now. And we'll put leather on top of leather, not hard on top of leather. And it's got some nice padding, more big old sheets of cardboard. Alright, and down here we've got a bag of caster wheels. 5 of those. We have, no, not that first. Ooh, that's a heavy piece. Yeah, we got a nice little box. Okay, what's this box? Ooh, Allen key, screws. Hey, that's kind of a nice little packaging there, right? So it's got a little bit of weight to this box, but yeah, Allen key and a couple of screws just nicely attached to the outside there. Put that on the side. Parts inside. Well, thank you for labeling me. The weight and the movement of stuff inside the box would never have told me that there are parts inside. What parts are inside? Oh, I was about to go get my electric drill, and actually they say, no, you don't need an electric drill. Oh, this is the hydraulic for the chair uppity downity mechanism. Those were words, right? Yeah, sure, whenever. Why not? Okay, there's an arm. There's an other arm.
Let's put those down there.
And we've got a starfish. And we've got controls. That's all bundled together. That was the thing that was kind of making me worried a little bit, was the mechanism underneath. I've heard of people having to put those together themselves, and that kind of not turning out so well. That, as it turns out, it's really easy to get the mechanical parts on the inside of the chair to not work correctly if you don't know what you're doing. And I mean, I don't not know what I'm doing, but I've never put together a chair like this before, so maybe I don't know what I'm doing. All right, let's get rid of this garbage. Break out the destructions and see what we're gonna do here. Yeah, there was quite the debate in my head as I was sitting at the shop looking at the different chairs, because of course, the Bureau En Gros, the Staples that I went to, luckily does have a nice wide selection of chairs in the shop. That's one thing, is that some of these shops, right, especially in malls and whatever, if they don't have a lot of space, they'll hold a lot of stuff in stock maybe in the back or up on the high shelves, but they won't necessarily have assembled everything. And so you can't really try them out. And for a chair, you really want to get your butt in the chair to try it out, because there were some that I was seriously thinking about online, like some Lazy Boys and whatever. Lazy Boy. How can you go wrong with Lazy Boy? But then people were saying, actually, oh, they're not so great, a couple of those chairs. And sitting in them myself, like, I'm a big guy, and they were out here, right? They're made for big guys. So yes, let's make sure we've got all these parts.
So casters, we've got 5. Starbase, we've got a telescoping cover, was in that box. Gas lift, I guess, was also in that box. Seat plate, left arm, right arm. Back cushion, 1 1/4 inch, 1 and 1/4 inch screws times 2, 1 inch screws times 2. Is that what these are? Yes, there are 2 of longer and shorter screws. Excellent. Back support plate already attached to the back cushion, knobs already attached to the arms, and wrench. Yes, excellent. So let's
let's get the Allen key out of here. We'll not get the screws out quite yet, because we don't want them flying away or my cat's turning them into toys immediately. All right, now there. Assembly instruction. Yes, I'm going to follow the instruction. I'm going to read and follow the instructions. This was an expensive chair. So I was basically debating between 2 chairs. There was this one, and there was another manager chair that was $100 cheaper, equally comfortable. They were both so much more comfortable than everything else in the store. But this one has back tilt adjustment and seat tilt adjustment, and it locks in those positions, and there's the seat slides back and forth, and of course the seat goes up and down, and the arms go up and down. The other one, the only thing it had was lock the seat upright. It could tilt back freely without any locks, and it could go up and down. That's it. So for $100, I've got a lot more adjustments, and I was debating that for a long time in the shop as to which one I was going to get, and I decided, yes, it is worth the extra $100 to have all these adjustments. I do not want to get, 6 months down the line and say, I hate this chair, I don't want this chair, I don't have enough adjustments, it doesn't do what I want it to do. So, okay, I'll spend a little extra and I'll get the right thing.
So, remove all the parts from the carton and separate them into part number groups, as listed in the parts list. Sure. To begin assembly, place the 5-star base upside down and insert the casters into the bottom of the base.
Really? We're starting with that? I would have... Sure. Just follow the steps. It'll get you there. So, we're going to start with this starfish.
So, let's cardboard. Here, we'll throw them in there to say
So yeah, this is a nice kind of a gray plastic. Get closer. So we got a nice gray plastic with a little black finish at the end. So this is a little bit more textured than this is. This almost feels like metal, but it's not. Right, you look at the inside, and yeah, you've got plastic.
Anywho, so back to the floor. Hope to enjoy all these assembly-disassembly sounds.
Can you hear that? Oh, yeah, bubble wrap. Freaking awesome. Okay, so place this upside down and put casters in already. Okay.
Caster wheels.
Kind of open up like a snack bag. They've got the little zigzag along the top of the along the top of the plastic bag there. So that's.
We just slip these in. Turn the base upside down and insert the casters into the bottom. All right, so
Just snappy, snappy.
and 2 and 3. Come on. Come on. 4. And bag away. 5. All right.
We got ourselves. Ooh, yeah, that turns. That spins so nice and freely. Yeah, well, I didn't get myself a pad to put underneath it. I've kind of got a cloth thing that I had underneath the leather chair that was protecting the ground, so I think I'm basically just going to be using that. So I believe the next thing it said was insert the hydraulic thingy, my jiggy.
Turn the base right side up on the floor and insert the gas lift into the center hole on the base. The gas lift.
4 is that thingy that, yes, absolutely is this thingamajig that has a plastic sleeve cover over it. And, ooh, yeah. So that just goes in, that just sits like that, right? The hydraulic, I need to be further. So you can see all this. Yeah, that just slides in. All right. That's actually kind of firm in there. That's good.
And yeah, we cover that like that. Yeah? Oh wait. Place the telescoping cover 3, which is, I mean, it's got to be over the lift, and rest it on the base too. But I've got 2 plastic things. Are we? Oh, is that a? Ah, yeah. See that? Telescoping. Ta-da. Oh, the gas is rested on the base, and rest it on the base. E. Remove the knobs. 12. Already attached to the arms. The knobs connected to the arms, and insert the arms into the socket on the bottom of the seat cushion, and fasten by turning the knobs.
Okay, we need arms and we need a seat base. So this goes over there.
So we got
Arms. A little more room, and this is now empty. It's empty. And we want the seat. I heard that dragging on the ground, and I do not like the sound of that. Cardboard. God, oh, those controls are heavy. This chair is not weightless. There is definitely some good metal structures going on in here. Okay. Yes, so seat comes out of the plastic. There. It's really nice leather. It's quite nice leather. Yeah, so we're gonna get the arms connected up into there.
arm. We're doing it this way. Right, because that's the front. That's the thing. More.
Don't you love it when little pieces just go flying when you take things out? All right.
So we've got a star washer and a washer that I believe.
Ah, yeah, there we go. Hey, smart. So there's a nice little sticker on here that says left and front in. Sorry, front is in this direction. Right, I was about to put this in the front. That's not the front, this is the front. And this is the left arm. So yeah, I was about to mount this entirely wrong. Bloody awesome.
What a pro. Um, hmm. What is the order of those washers, just to be sure? You look like you're all... Feuille d'instruction, limit the warranty, guarantee limité. And it's true, fast, friendly, customer service. Yeah, right, alright. Alright. I think it's just everything on one side. Will not go crazy until we double check that, but we can double check that after. Where's the hole? Give me a hole. Give me a hole for this to screw into. There we go. That.
Here's one arm. Fastened, but not incredibly tight. We don't want to be bending and breaking and ripping threads on day one, now do we?
There is the other arm.
It's good to have a chair with two arms. Just like being a person with two arms. It's not necessary. You can get by with only one arm. Lots of people do. Lots of people kick some royal ass with only one arm, but it is handy to have two, especially when you're putting together a chair like this. Well, and to find the appropriate parts in the box is also an excellent thing. Hey, hey, we have ourselves the beginning of a chair. Almost looks like a seat already. Probably because that's the seat already. Next.
Attach these. Remove the knobs into the sides of the seat by fastening and turning the knobs. Attach the seat plate 5, that's going to be that big heavy thing, to the bottom of the seat cushion 7. With front of seat place facing front of seat cushion by using the 1 1/4 screws from the front holes in the seat plate and 1 screws for the rear holes of the seat plate, and tighten screws using Allen. Alright, so
We do this. Just to be absolutely sure, front is now pointing away for me. Yes, front, devant. It says so right there.
okay, styrofoam bushing.
Yeah, see, look at all these controls. Oh, yeah. So many switches and knobs. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's the front over there.
Alright, so that's gonna line up just like that. Screw. So yes, I see. It was 1 1/4 at the front. Was it 1 1/4 at the front and 1 inches at the back. Here come the screws. Right, so these are the 1 inch screws. So these want to be at the back, which is closest to me. That's 1 screw for you, and a little screw you over there.
And just like any good quad of screws that are holding in place, put all 4 in just barely, and then tighten them down opposites each other. And then as it starts getting more supported, everything comes together. Right, because if you just put this one all the way in as tight as it can go, and then it's hard to adjust it to make this one go in, and yeah. It's the thing that you learn when you're making computers, when you're assembling a computer, is that, when you've got those 4 screws, You give each one their turn, not one all the way, and then next one all the way.
Just get that a little bit tightened in. Roundy, roundy, roundy. Wow, this one feels like it's got a lot of threads. Go.
You know, I think the camera's too far. I should bring that camera closer. I think we could be doing better here. Reverse chair. How nice, how nice. Okay, so second pass. Tighten these screws up.
Let's get that in that kind of position. We can get, the way around. There and all around. There we go. Think we can get another bit of rotation on that. Yeah. That's just final bit of tightening. Make sure we've got this as stable as we can.
I am not a little person, and any little wobbling would be bad. I don't want this to get wear and tear just from jiggling around.
Yeah, that's feeling better. There we go. Just about there.
Okay, I think that's nice and tight now. The base is attached. We have used the screws. Bye-bye. They bold and specifically underline tighten screws. Yeah, no kidding, buddy. You do not want to just place screws in place.
So place the seat cushion with arms. 6A and B. Yeah.
6A and 6B are the arms. I was like, place it with the arms, A and B. Yeah.
Place the seat cushion with arms and seat plate on top of the gas lift and press down until fully engaged.
Gas lift wheel spinny thingy. It's time for us to state our love for each other. Get engaged. Get engaged. Gah. It's solid. It's solid and heavy and beautiful and see, this is already nice, right? Who needs a back? And it does spin nicely.
Yeah, there we go. Okay. So,
As we were saying.
align the back cushion with seat cushion. Align the back cushion with the seat cushion by inserting the back plate into the rear hole, as shown tightly. And tighten using the knob at the rear right side of the plate. Make sure the knob is loose before the...
Direction writers. Do not tell me to do a bunch of things and then at the end tell me do a thing before you do these things to make sure that it does it correctly. Tell me to do that thing first, and then tell me to do whatever comes after. This is why we have steps, right? I seem to be blowing into the mic a little bit more than I wanted to there. But yeah, that's why we have steps, is that you tell me how to do things in order. Don't tell me after to loosen things before starting to do a thing. So.
That is getting loosened? Yes, okay, this is getting loosened. And removing the protection from the chair back. Ripping plastic. Whooped. Almost brained myself in the face with that. Okay. Oh, actually, there's a little bit of shipping dust here. Have any?
One moment, please. I shall return.
With the thing to wipe. Right, just a little.
Little shipping dust in here. Might as well make it clean. Right. This goes up. Chair goes up. Chair goes down.
Tighten this up. Getting close. There we go.
I believe we have ourselves a chair. So, so good. So, as I was saying, so this has a lot of options. So these arms go down. These arms go up. Right, so I can actually fit this under the table. Yep. As every good chair needs, you need to be able to go down and up. Chair goes down, chair goes up. Next, the seat back. Oh, sorry, that's the whole seat, actually. Let's get a little bit lower. So, with this middle one, the whole seat tilts backwards and forwards. Just get that around flat. And with this back one, the back goes back. So I could go back, and the whole thing locks there. But I can also just be like there, and it locks there, or there, and it locks there, right? A lot of chairs these days, you actually don't have all these options, right? You've only got bolt upright, right? You've only got, a lot of chairs, it's this, and you can free the back to go back and forth, and then it only locks in this position, right? It doesn't even have any lock further back, so you can't say do it there. Or what I like to do sometimes is actually tilt forward, so that I'm kind of pushing almost back with my feet, and be very close to the desk, right? Especially when I'm doing miniatures. When there wasn't a computer here for work from home, I might be painting miniatures on this table. So I'd want to be very close and leaning over this. So it's nice to be able to have that support while you're in this position. And yeah, I can make the arms come up and be at the right height, or be down and out of the way. But this is very nice. So, that was an assembly, which really was not difficult at all. Serta, you seem to have designed that well. So I've just got to adjust the arms so that they're in the correct position, because the arms also, they're not bolted right to the seat of the chair or to the back of the chair like some are. So I can move these in and out. I'm actually just going to move them in all the way, and then turn a knob underneath and lock these in place.
Right, that could go right out to there, or all the way in. So yeah.
I tend to prefer my arms being closer in rather than further away, but if you've got a really big butt, then that might be useful. So yeah, this is a very nice chair, and it cost me a good couple of bucks, so it better last me a good long time. And I think that's going to be it for this episode. Very different kind of episode this time, of kind of an unboxing, kind of a, let's put it together and see what it goes, and it is what it is. But until next time, I've been Magius. This has been assembling an office chair.